And I never get tired of that motherfucking song. Welcome, all my demons out there, to my birthday edition show. Kyler, what's up? Welcome, Invicarus Vita Mortis. I like the name. That's right. There is not enough Satan in this world. We need more. God damn it. Welcome to another edition of the Reapers Underground. And I am so fucking excited that I have with me the mastermind and fellow hat wearer, as we all tend to wear many hats in our professional lives, the great John Sorrell. Am I saying that right?
That is correct, sir. Good to be here. How's it going?
It is going well, my brother. We got him here. He's from the Morgue magazine. That's his brainchild. We'll get that up here. Dang, there it is. All right, which nice. Currently there is a November issue featuring yours truly. But before we get into all the awesome shit that he has been doing for, the underground community, as well as the music community at large, anything that's great in the underground, we are going to take a quick commercial break to one of our most beloved sponsors over at Desaia's Creep Shop. Check it out. Anything that is morbid or of the macabre, she has got something literally for everyone, whether you're a Halloween enthusiast or spooky 24/7 like we are 365. She's got the best shit right now. And we all know that the Black Mass Friday is coming. So make sure you check over there at DesaiasCreepShop.com. I'm sure she's got an awesome sale going. As far as I know, get in there, get you something awesome. All right. One more shameless plug before we get started here. It is official. The Reaper calendar, limited edition, 25 copies only. Each one numbered and signed by me personally. So once they're gone, they're gone. Get yours now over at the Mischief and Reaper BigCartel.com. And I'm sure we'll flash that sometime. There it be, right there. Sweet. All right. So, Johnny, you've been a busy boy. How did the magazine get started? Or what gave you the idea to even want to do it?
Right. So I do artwork, visual artwork, illustrations, and that type of thing. And the original idea back in 2020 was to put out just a small zine that featured my artwork. Nice. To just try to get it out there, And I started talking with other artists, and it was mentioned that maybe I should, maybe do a few reviews to go in there with my artwork or something. And the next thing you know, I have bands that are messaging me on Facebook saying, "Hey, we hear you're putting together this scene. We'd really like to be a part of it." And it kind of just evolved over the course of a week for the first issue. And I had, 50 pages of content. And from there, it just has evolved into what it is now. But it wasn't ever really intended to be a music magazine. I said, it was going to be an art zine. Right, more about the arts. So
Now, on that one issue I brought up here, I'll go ahead and flash it one more time. Is that one of
Yeah,
yours? All right. I had a feeling,
no,
man,
no,
never seen
no, that's
Baphomet in more glory ever than seeing that cover. Love it.
yeah. That was actually done by my buddy Miguel Galindo, the artwork.
Nice. Very, very well done.
Yeah,
So
I've
it
done a
just kind of
few
snowballed for
covers.
you.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
We must have a delay. I'm assuming. Yep, a little bit of a delay. Got it. All right. No
Sorry, I
worries.
think there's something going on with the connection. Okay,
Uh, it happens from time to time. Don't worry. We'll fight through it. It ain't no big deal.
okay.
So, how eventually did you get into having actual model submissions? Did they seek you out, or did you think, well, maybe it would be cool to have some different models and stuff?
A little bit of both. Um, Tona Hurst, I was working with her on this current issue. She did both of the back covers for both editions. Um, and she had mentioned to me that she would like to, take some photos with a coffee cup that I had made. And then after that, she wanted to do some photos sporting the new shirts that we just released. And so that's kind of what opened
I
that
got one right
door.
here.
Yeah, that's it.
Got to
Yeah,
represent.
man. That's what opened that door. Yeah, hell yeah. I appreciate it. But and then from
Well,
there, I have a couple of friends that I started talking with, and now I have Jordan Wilkinson who's going to be modeling for this next issue, and then of course your wife Mischief, she'll be in the issue as well.
awesome.
So yeah, I'm hoping that that's something that we continue to do, going down the line. But it's been fun so far.
What do you think has like really kind of grabbed people's attention? Has it been kind of like a mix of the art and the music before doing the modeling, or has the modeling kind of stepped it up even more and people are just like, ooh, I definitely want to get this?
Honestly, I would say the interest level may have gone up maybe 5-10% once I started working with models. But for the most part, the fan base has been there since, issue 2. Um, Everyone got a taste of what I was putting out with the first issue, and with issue 2 and 3 and 4, I really established, a core group of people that, wanted to buy the magazine.
Hell yeah. Because,
But yeah, I really
in the,
think, yeah,
go ahead.
I was just going to say, I really think that it's the meshing of extreme music, dark art, horror films, all of that together, because that's what all of us like. And I think it's
For
just bringing
sure.
all that together that has, created the success of it.
Yeah. Pretty much all of that stuff really does go hand in hand. There hasn't been, too many horror films that haven't had some kind of extreme metal in there or just metal in general. Um, not to mention kind of like some of the art stills and some of the darker things, especially nowadays, there's a lot more artists doing darker art, which I just fucking love. Um, as a matter of
Yeah.
fact, we got a couple pieces in my shop that we are trying to put out into the community there to help some of these artists out. Because I've just always been a big fan. It's interesting to see what comes out. Things that have influenced people to create some of these pieces. So, now, do you do mostly
Right.
digital art, or do you do like any paintings or anything like that?
Yeah. I do physical art, if you will. paintings or pencil drawings on paper. Uh, but yeah,
Nice.
mostly lately, anyways, I've really been just doing digital artwork. And the main reason is because it uh, it saves you time, you know. And when you're working on commissions, a lot of times it's just easier to use the iPad to knock it out, especially if it's something that you're a little unsure of on the design. You can easily erase and draw it again. But yeah, I have paintings here around the house, and I have notebooks full of sketches and finished drawings. So, and then I also do some graphic design as well. The way Morgrot looks, that's my design there. So, yeah, I
Yeah,
I play with all of
there's
it a little
nothing
bit.
better. All
Yeah.
right, so apparently I'm stupid and forgot to plug my computer in, and my computer is about to die. So let's hurry quickly to a commercial. Check out the art of Poison Valley Clothing. Real quick, since hey, we're talking about art. Now let's take a look at some t-shirt designs. Check it out. Hell yeah. I told you it's my birthday edition and there's going to be shenanigans all over the place. In this case, me forgetting to plug in my fucking computer. All right. Sweet. So, if you're a fan of a lot of dark images, art, especially on t shirts, Poison Valley Clothing has it all. Dave does all the digital artwork for that from scratch. So, pretty much anything custom you want done, he can make. Check him out. All right. Thank you, Thomas. That was indeed a nice segue. I suck. So, all right. Well, that's actually really good to know. I'd be really interested in checking out some of your original physical creations as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was really kind of crazy. My wife's always kind of like looking through her page and stuff, as we're always looking for opportunities to, submit some of our artwork as well. Obviously, myself, horror model, as well as her. So it was really it was just awesome to hear that you wanted me to be on the cover. That was pretty
Yeah.
crazy. So, what was it about it that you dug? Just was it something different, like a realm you haven't touched yet, or?
Yeah, a little bit of that. I've been wanting to do something new, take the magazine in a new direction somewhat. And I feel like having a photograph for the cover
Mhm.
um, might be a way to go. And I saw your work, and yeah, I was blown away by it. Just the overall aesthetic, and
I appreciate
yeah, man. And
it. The
yeah,
grimmer, the
just
better,
the
I
one
always
that we
say.
chose. But yeah, the one that we ended up going with, I feel, was just a very good representation of what Morgrot's all about. Um, because everything was kind of just represented in that photo for me. So very cool.
Hell yeah. I mean, there are so many like up and coming magazines out there, over the last few months. Well, we've both been featured in, and I got to say, by far, this is my favorite. It literally
Thank you.
is a magazine that all my favorite things are in it. Anything from the art to like music reviews, bands, and now, of course, getting into the art aspect. Um,
Right.
you know, I I love it. I am definitely big supporter and will support it for the rest of its life. For sure.
All right. What about the
Um,
next one?
what's that?
I said, what about the next life?
And after. Yep.
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Like I said, the underground here is the one place that people can come to find out about all the cool shit that's going on that isn't in the mainstream. It's not so plastered out in your face that everybody and their mother knows about it, but it also
Right.
has like the best fucking talent. So I was like, we got to get you on the show, man. And then consequently, you're a musician as well. Now, did you get into the metal scene obviously prior to doing this and kind of like led up to it? Or which kind of came first, this or the magazine, or did the magazine come after?
I know the magazine came first, actually. Um, I'll just tell you, Morgue
That's
Rock
killer.
has opened up a lot of doors for me. And music being one of them. I've been able to work with um, several different musicians, and it's been really cool, kind of a dream come true.
Absolutely,
But yeah,
man. What do you do? Are you like a guitar player, vocalist, or both? Or
no, just a vocalist.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're the shrieking screams behind it all. Nice. And
But yeah, I
what is
have
the name of?
3 projects that I'm working on. What was that?
Sorry about that. Would this be one of yours?
That's actually a compilation that comes with the
Okay.
magazine.
Ah, gotcha. That makes a lot of sense. I'm kind of doing like
Yeah.
an
Uh,
unboxing for the second time. So yeah, so
okay, cool.
guys out there in the comment section, Three Witches Land, you get the magazine. There's a compilation CD with a bunch of bands, very well packaged. And if you like
Yes, sir.
black metal, goth metal, probably death metal, maybe some
Oh yeah.
deathcore, a little bit of everything, it seems to be on here. It is so fucking worth it. There's not too many, like I said, magazines out there doing what you're doing. They just focus on the model thing, and there's nothing else. So
Right.
this just, I don't know, you get so much more for your value. That's for sure. So what is the name of your band?
Well, I have one full-time band that is called Exhumed Flesh Consumption. And that's with my buddy Miguel Galindo, who's out in Florida.
Alrighty.
Yeah, he does all the instrumentation, and then I write lyrics and do vocals and work with all the little samples that we add into the mix. And then I'm also working with a guy, Darren Peterson, who is in a band called Luciferian Insectus.
Ah,
And
yes.
we
I remember you telling me
have
about
heard
that a
of
little
them.
bit.
Yeah. So we're doing a track together. And once we get this track put to bed, we'll probably do another. And then my third project is with my friend Thomas Sipes, who's here in Memphis. And that's going to be a little bit different. The other 2 projects are extreme metal. This is going to be a little bit more goth rock type music. So I'm going to give my
Kind of
voice a
like,
break. This one.
would you say kind of like a Rob Zombie kind of thing meets Ghost, or still like
No.
gravelly vocals, but with a punch?
No. No, this is going to be very clean vocals, more in the vein of,
Nice.
say, 69 Eyes or Typo Negative. That
Oh,
type of vocal stuff. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, if you like that stuff, if you caught our show, I think was it a week ago or 2 weeks ago? We had October Noir on here. Just
Yes.
freakishly right there. It says shut up
Yeah.
and take Angus's
Yeah.
money. But yeah,
Yeah.
freakishly that
Those guys
guy
are great.
sounds just like him. So eerie, but I love it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's exciting. So you haven't actually done a full record yet.
No, we've done a demo with Exhumed Flesh Consumption.
Oh,
That
okay.
came out beginning of the year. It was
Cannibal Corpse,
three
eat your heart out.
songs, and then yeah. But yeah, the demo was three songs, and then an intro and an outro that were just chaos. So,
Well, who doesn't like
but
chaos?
yeah, exactly.
Gotta have it. There was one
Absolutely
band
addicted to
here. Oh, yeah, for sure. Um, this is Screams of Desolation. Not sure
it.
what is this another unsigned band or established band?
Yeah, yeah. So that's Vita Mortis. I think he may be on right now. But he was the first one to be signed to Morgue Records. And
Ah,
so
now
that's his
see, that's what
one.
I was about to get to. Now, let's
Right.
talk about that.
Okay.
You and I are doing so many similar things, it's uncanny. But I love it
Really?
because the darkness is taking over everything
Yes. All consumed.
as well as it should. So, what gave you the idea for that?
Actually, Vita Mortis. It He messaged me one day, wanting to know if I knew anyone that was looking for artists to sign because he was
Mm,
interested in getting his stuff out there. Excuse me. And I asked a few people, and no one was interested. And I thought his music was really good. It spoke to me, and I thought he was a very talented guy. And so I decided, you know what, I'll put it out. And so that's what I did. And I've released two of his albums so far. And
nice.
then a band out of Canada, my buddy Adam John with Rectal Slug, I've released his demo. And we're working on some other stuff too, that's going to be coming out next year. But yeah, of course, I'd always kind of thought about, hey, having a record label would be really cool. But I had my plate was already full, you know. But after
It's
talking
a
with Vita,
huge task.
yeah,
If anyone
yeah,
out there thinks that it's easy to go, hey, we're just going to put a record label together, let me tell you, anything from not
right,
just, you know what I mean, not just signing the bands, not just putting out their releases, you got to distribute it. Especially nowadays, internationally, it's a lot fucking easier
yeah,
to do, but there's still cost involved. Not
oh
to
yeah,
mention promotion and everything else, which is a lot of what Reaper's Underground Production Management Company. Now, I started managing bands while myself and my former band, Black Tar Superstar, were signed to Kingside Records,
yeah,
and I joined their management team and started, managing some more of the bands on the label. But then they closed up shop as far as the management side of things. So I just went ahead and took the ball and ran with it. Now I'm like managing bands all over the world. It's not easy, people, especially booking tours. I've learned a lot booking Grave Next Door all over the place. Speaking of which, so
right,
you're in
right,
Tennessee,
yes,
the Metal Devastation Fest. Did you happen to
yeah,
make it to that?
I did. Yes, I was there.
All right, so you would have caught
Absolutely.
them. Sweet.
I was actually, I believe, set up right next to them and talked
Ah,
to it. I believe that was the band that was next to me. But yeah, we all spoke for a while. Yeah, good guys.
I fucking loved it. I didn't get to go, sadly. I'm all the way up here in
Yeah,
Nebraska, but man, it was like taking a step back into the 80s with the Satanic Panic.
right, right.
They were so fucking pissed off about that festival. And it's not even a major festival. And all them people in that little town who apparently never left the 80s
Yeah.
Suddenly, they were so pissed off about Casket Robbery and some of the other bands on there.
Yeah.
Thinking that my favorite, I don't know if you heard this one prior, but they actually said that in order to get into the festival, we have heard that they have to go through a satanic ritual.
Yeah.
We don't just do that.
Right.
Okay, that is a personal choice. That's not how we sell tickets, folks. And it must have worked out well because I mean, y'all had like 1,300 plus people come through there, so it sounds like it was a really good success. I hope that actually continues.
Yeah. Yeah. From what I hear, there are plans for another one next year. So, it must have done pretty good, for that to happen for
Sounds
sure.
like it. So
Yeah.
get ready, townspeople. The devils are coming back.
Devil's coming back.
I fucking love it. So have you done any shows yet or just releases at this point?
Just releases. The project that I'm working on with Thomas, we do plan to take that to the stage, uh, probably in the next year or so.
Now I take it you probably have to like get other musicians and stuff involved, or do you already have that?
With this project, we have connections. We have a drummer or several different drummers that we know, and
Nice.
a bass player. But
So
Thomas,
important.
yeah, yeah. But Thomas, he can play everything. So as far as writing the music goes, he'll be able to handle all of that on his own, and I'll contribute, lyrics and harmony and all that good stuff.
That's crazy, man. I've been saying this now for my show has been on for about a year and a half, I want to say. And I've always like tipped my hat to anyone out there who is literally just cutting through all the bullshit with, different people playing instruments and stuff and actually putting out quality fucking music and doing it all themselves. I think
Right.
that's literally incredible. But live,
Yeah.
yeah, that's always the tough arena. I've seen some people be successful with backing tracks. One band I played with earlier this year, I can't remember what the name of them was, but they're actually on a label, a decent size independent label, and they had no drummer. And the club that we were
Right.
playing in really wasn't set up for a backing track of drums and like all the keys and all that stuff because they were a black metal band. And I love me some black metal. But
Yes.
man, it just did not sound very good. So it's good to hear
Yeah.
you're going to be looking for. Genghis says, now put on what? Put it up there again. Okay. Well, maybe he's lost it. I don't know. Oh, that outfit and do a personal Jesus cover.
Yeah.
Nah,
Hey.
nah. We left that to Manson to do, and it wasn't that great. So let's just leave that one. Let that one be left to the dust. Yeah, exactly.
Peter
Well, that
nerd.
is really exciting.
Yeah, man.
Let's see what other goodies we have. Now, this is. I'll do this one. So, this was this October's issue here?
Last October, actually,
Oh,
yeah.
last October. Okay.
Yes.
Man, it is really something. Obviously, because Facebook is Facebook and they're not very nice. There's a lot of really cool shit that came in this. Now, did all of these come with like the cards and stuff? Let's see here. You got a real in-depth interview here. I mean, some of the artwork, check this out. This is just sick.
Thank you.
Now, is this all these are your drawings, right?
Yes, yes, those are mine.
I mean, easily a tattoo. Have you ever like heard from somebody like, well, I got to put my hand over this one, but some of these would like, oh, there we go, easily make tattoos. Has anyone ever come up to you and been
Thank
like,
you.
man, can I want to get that as a tattoo? Has that ever come up?
That has come up. I've had several
I can see
people
why.
approach me about that. Now, I don't
Ah,
know if anyone's ever actually followed through with it, but I do know that the interest is there. So,
oh, but trust me, man, I can definitely see some here that definitely would work for sure. Yeah, this is just really something. And it looks like you also feature some other, like, he talks about, the scene, like the music scene and stuff. There's like all different independent record labels and stuff that's advertised in here. So any of you out there that are, in the music business or art, anything, definitely reach out to John and see what you can do, man, because this is really something. Now, do you distribute like countrywide, or do you do overseas as well?
it's mainly US, but I do have guys in Australia and the Netherlands, and there's a couple other places that I've shipped to before. But as far as like just actual distribution, it's all right here in Memphis. And the only guy that, well, there's a couple of guys that have some back issues here in the US as well. But for the most part, I'm the one that, mails them out. And I wish I had someone overseas that would handle it because I know that people want it. I get hit up
That
all the
is
time.
fucking sick.
Yeah. But the shipping, man, the shipping is just so expensive.
That's really the worst part of anything dealing with overseas. It's like, even just in
Yeah.
music, there was somebody from Sweden, one of my favorite countries, won my 1K giveaway that I did on my page. It was
Yeah.
$33 just to send it, and the package itself was only like $10.
Right.
It's like, wow. How's the cost of doing the magazine on like an average issue? How much does that kind of what all goes into that? Do you do the printing yourself, or do you farm it out to other services to get your physical copies done?
Yeah. Well, I have a company that I use that does all the printing for me. All I have to do is design the pages, you know, and as far as, cost and whatnot, there are a few people that know, but costs have gone up, quite a bit over the last year
It's
as far
man,
as
it's gotta be.
printing goes. But yeah,
I can only imagine.
but yeah, I make a little bit of money, not too much, you know. For the first 2 years, I broke even,
That's
but
not bad.
after raising prices, yeah, it's not bad. I'm not complaining.
Well,
But now,
it
I have to
literally.
raise.
Mm-hmm. I mean, blood, sweat, and tears go into something like this. It's not like
Right.
anyone and everyone can do what you're doing. And as far as I can see, you're just fucking killing it, man. I haven't seen a real quality kind of underground magazine like this. Nowadays most people, they cut out the middleman and do everything online, send it to your
Right.
email. You can flip through it at your leisure. Nah, man, people actually want physical fucking copies. And
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
detailing, the artwork, all of it is really good. So, I mean, what year did you start doing this?
2020.
See, my third eye was open on that one. I had a feeling that this was born during the pandemic year.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you're right.
So
Yeah,
it's like, did
got
that
bored.
have did that have something to do with it? Boredom? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I would say so. You
Yeah,
know,
and you just didn't
a little bit.
expect it was going to take off like this, though.
No, I didn't at all. I figured, I'll do this one issue and that'll be it. And that first year, I put out 3 issues in the first year. They were all, I think, 2 months apart. So it was just bam, bam, bam.
Now, see, I
So
think that's smart
yeah,
compared to people that are doing a monthly issue.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So that's got to save
right.
you at least a little bit of time, aggravation, and money.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, 3 times a year. I think that's enough.
Hell
So
yeah. So just for my viewers out there as well as yours, when do you foresee the issue that I'm in coming out?
yeah, so the one that you're a part of, that's issue 7.
Right.
And we just started working on that. So I would say probably March is when that
Nice.
issue will be out. Yeah.
Put
And
it
then
on
the
your fucking
goth
calendars,
issue,
people.
absolutely. And the
I
goth
want to
issue
see
that
a
I'm
good
doing,
time.
it'll come out around the same time. So
Nice. Yeah, that'll be great. So you heard it here first, folks. Those issues will be coming out March. A couple of them, I think you said back to back.
yes, yeah, they'll be back to back. Yes.
So 2 great fucking issues coming out from Morgue magazine. Get ready, folks. Follow. Any of you watching tonight, share this broadcast out. Share it everywhere. Everybody needs to know about it. There's some
Show your
bands in
mother.
here that weren't even on my fucking radar. So that's really cool. I have like a whole new bunch of bands
Oh
to
yeah.
check out. At the underground, I'm always
Sure.
looking for new talent, which
Yeah,
actually I could see us kind of doing something together, like a cross promotion. I work
absolutely.
with a couple of different record labels right now: Metal Assault, Black Doomba,
Okay.
and Kingside Records. So those 3 labels.
Cool.
And I actually kind of have an announcement coming up here right after we take a quick commercial break. Check out all of the fucking talent at Reapers Underground Productions.
Den alten Mythos hinter sich zu lassen. Und so tastet er sich blind von Zeitenufer zu Zeitenufer, bis ihm in all dieser Schwärze endlich ein wegweisendes Licht aufgeht.
Absolutely. And a lot of these bands that you just got a chance to see, they got some releases coming up. So stay tuned to Reapers Underground page for that, both on Facebook and Instagram. There's one band from the UK that recently signed with us too, which we haven't added to the video yet, but it's coming. Tigwo Kobak. If I even fucking said that right, because their name is so difficult to say. But nonetheless, we just got some footage back from their Brazil tour, and we'll be adding that to that video. And consequently, we will be putting out their first U.S. release of Trial by Combat. So big news there. Stay tuned. So to date, what has been your favorite interview yet that you've done in your magazine? Like the most fun.
The most fun? I would say probably this last one in issue 6 with Ian. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Yunklin. I'm not sure, but
we'll take it.
Ritual. Yeah, we'll take it. He's in the band Ritual Fog that's here in Memphis, along with a few other bands. I think he's in 4 different bands here in Memphis, and that was a fun interview. He's a real down to earth guy. Had some good answers to the questions, and yeah, I enjoyed working with him. And that's probably one of the more fresher interviews in my memory. I do have one that I'm looking forward to, pretty well. So
nice. Man, so much fucking talent that comes out of Tennessee, especially Nashville.
Yeah.
Which I got to play one of the staples in Nashville there a couple summers back on the Black Flame tour. We played at the Sweetwater Supper Club. No, I'm saying it wrong. I always get it mixed up. The Supper Club place. Damn it. It's right there in Nashville. Yep. Springwater. That's what it is. What's that?
Oh, okay.
Yep. The Springwater Supper Club. That was a cool place. People come out and actually want to see live music. So you're in a great place for all this stuff, man. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
It's really good one.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say that the metal scene here in Memphis it's growing by leaps and bounds, and a lot of good things are happening here, and I'm looking forward to the future for sure.
Yeah, probably now more than ever, because it's had a really good doom stoner kind of sludgy bands, like a lot of that. Trying to remember some of the bands we played with there, but yeah, so it's actually kind of nice to see that some more extreme stuff is kind of happening, and it's growing. So yeah, I definitely can't wait to get back and play that city again. So much fun. All righty. So
that's cool, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So future wise, where are you hoping to take this magazine?
I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing with it for the, with changes here and there, improvements here and there. But for the most part, I'm going to, try to stick to the formula that I've created and just, keep rolling with it. Obviously, I would love it if I started selling, hundreds of issues or thousands of issues like some of these other, magazines that exist. But I'm cool just doing my 100 copies of each issue. I like being in the underground. I'm not trying to get out of it necessarily. But I have a lot of things in the works, not just the magazine, but there's music, and we have a game that we're working on developing.
Oh yeah. So, let's talk about that for a second.
Sure. Yeah. So it's the Morgue game. It's called The Coroner's Quest. And it's just It's an old school horror RPG style game. Working with a guy named Barry Beck. He's with Necrocatic Games in Canada. He's doing all the developing as far as graphics and maps and all that. And Thomas and Miguel, my bandmates from my two different projects I have going on, they're both contributing music as well to this. So
Sweet.
it's gonna be like a very it's gonna have a heavy metal feel to it with a little bit of
Gotcha.
dark synth vibes, and yeah, man, it's gonna be cool. But yeah, hopefully, I don't know, in the next year or so, we'll be able to launch that.
Is it going to be like an online platform only kind of thing, or?
Yeah, I believe it's going to be through Steam.
Gotcha. Yep. That's a good place to put it out too, because I know my son and just about any other 20-year-old these days is on Steam, plays the hell out of it. So, man, in horror games, Dead by Daylight and all that stuff are so popular.
Yeah.
I could see this game really blowing up for you.
Yeah, I hope so. There's a page up on Steam. Like I said, it's Morgue, the Coroner's Quest. And you should go on and read the synopsis. It's pretty crazy what's happening in this little town.
Could you kind of like compare it to any other game out there that most of the people are used to playing, as far as horror RPGs go?
Well, if you want to compare it as far as how it plays and the way it feels, I would say like Castlevania meets Final Fantasy.
Hell yeah. Now that is something that very, very much interests me. It's not like the usual that we have been getting. You know what I mean? So those two worlds, perfect together.
Yeah. Gameplay will be more Final Fantasy based, where you move around town and have encounters and whatnot. But as far as like the overall vibe of it, yeah, like total Castlevania.
So it's kind of like fantasy, but you get a lot of reality too?
Yes. Yeah, that would be a good way to describe it.
Nice. I love horror games that kind of like put you into this world and you feel like you're really in that world. So it sounds like this game will take us there. You throw some metal in there, shit, sign me up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, there'll be metal tracks with the boss battles and stuff, so it's gonna be pretty crazy.
Do you have a favorite boss in the game so far?
Well, I'm the main boss, actually.
Art imitates life.
Yeah. The architect, the creator, and the top of his castle, that's where the game takes you. So as far other than that, the bosses, like the main bosses, are still kind of in development. We have probably 4 or 5, maybe 6 different creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And probably, I don't know, the most fun one that I've designed is the the barroom metalhead. And he's just this big oafy metalhead guy covered in spikes and shit. Has a bad disposition, always picking fights with the little guys.
Wearing an Iron Maiden t-shirt.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Lots of exciting stuff coming up for you. I cannot wait to see how all this stuff unfolds. And definitely, as you get tracks, send them my way if they're not already on Spotify. You know what I mean? I would love to listen to it, check it out, and
definitely, we'll do. I'll definitely do that.
I'm a promotional whore, so I will literally share out all your updates everywhere. It's been a blast having you here. One of the questions, though, that I always ask in the final segment is horror films. But before we get to that real quick, as we're getting into the holiday season, so to speak, definitely let's check out Three Witches Entertainment's new merch line. All right. If you got a special someone that needs a dark gift or is a fan of one of our shows and programming, check it out, man. We also have a code that you can put in to save yourself 5%. Let's get that up real quick. I believe it is 1 year. Yay. Okay. So the code is in fact 1 year. Type that shit in when you get there. There we go. And you'll be able to save 5% on your order. We appreciate all that support. So, top 3 favorite horror movies for you. Could be something now or from the past. Does not matter.
Yeah. That's pretty easy. Number 1 for me, and, you know, if I understand how people feel about remakes, but 1990, 1990, the Night of the Living Dead remake by Tom Savini.
I ain't mad at you.
Yeah, man, that's my all-time favorite movie.
The fact that you had Sid Haig, sorry, I almost said that wrong, and the guy from the Candyman, all in the same film, such a great cast. Great cast.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Love that cast. Yeah, that's a great film.
You're at Sid. We're thinking about you.
Next to that, I would say the original TCM, you know, from the 70s, Texas Chainsaw. And
Absolutely.
number 3, the original Fright Night from the 80s.
Ah, okay. Thank goodness you didn't say the remake.
No.
That remake was trash. That dude only thought he could be Chris Sarandon. What the fuck?
Right. Yeah, that remake was garbage. Absolutely.
I've always said if I could either meet Chris Sarandon or William Ragsdale, who plays Charlie, that would be great for me. That's like bucket list. I would love that. So if you're out there, hopefully you heard that. As a matter of fact, I heard the guy who plays him, William Ragsdale, has been going around to some of the cons. It just depends, you know, where.
Oh, really?
So you never know.
Yeah, that's cool.
Awesome. Excellent choices. Well, I'll tell you what, brother, it has been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. Happy to be a part of the Morgue family. And like I said, when I promote shit, and it'll go out all over the place, all the reach we have. I really appreciate what you do, as well as, you know, a lot of your fans that have also tuned in tonight. I appreciate y'all. Please follow me on Reaper's Underground page. So to some of the new fans you've made tonight, as far as your magazine and everything you got going on, what message do you want to leave them with?
Do what you feel inside, I would say, is my message to everyone. Don't worry about what's going on around you. Just do what you feel. Be you. Be true to you. So that's my message.
Hell yeah. There's nothing better than that. Don't try to waste your time being someone else. Do it your own way, the way you want to do it, and don't take fucking no for an answer.
Yeah, and never say never.
No. And, I never thought at this stage of the game I'd be putting a calendar out.
Right.
So,
right.
Anything is possible.
And that.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
All right, brother. We appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. You guys are fucking awesome. Can't say it enough. Got to say it again. Share this out. All of these interviews are logged on Facebook and YouTube forever. So you can go back and watch it as many times as you want. Share it out. Put out the good word of Morgue Rot Magazine and everything that John's up to. And we look forward to having you back on here in the future, because I'll definitely, anytime you got something new to drop, I will definitely have you back on, brother. So
absolutely,
as you all are about to, lay your head down as we go into Friday, always stay heavy.
Rotting in this wasteland.